Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live. Now, let's hear from our host, Andy Albright.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, this kind of light's killing y'all. You can get you some glasses like this. Hey, Beth. Hey, Noel.
Hey, Andy.
Hello, Olga. I'm in rare mood. Some people might call it standard mood. I met this guy down in Tulum the other day. And I know he's a little bit peculiar looking. Good looking dude, about 28 years old. And I chatted with him several times. We've been up down the beach. Might have had a drink or seven. And he looked like a real healthy, fit dude. And some guy was like, he's got a great story. I said, he looks like he might have a story. It's a little bit different. I said, what's up with you, Nate? He said, I got a ball problem. I said, what happened? He said, when I was 9 months old, I got 32 ocular tumors in my eye and 27 in this one. So they radiated me and they blinded me. So you can't see? He said, I can generally see like 10%. I said, so what happened next? She said, well, I growed up, got me making $400,000 or $500,000 on the stock market, 23 years old, and the other balls got into a problem. I got testicular cancer. I said, damn. He said, I know. He said, that's when I become a bionuclear health fitness something. A lot of words. And he said, so I'm studying health and how to stay healthy. And he started talking about the sun and the light and stuff like that. That's when I bought the glasses from him. I like these better, but I think you have to work. I'm going to sell some of these. I told him, I said, like, this guy's smart, like bionuclear physicists, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look at him right there. But I got to, hey, Spencer, you'll like this guy. He's smart. Like, when he talks health, you ain't going to argue with him. He's a biophysicist something. Try on these glasses. Send them back there to my son. Have you told Debbie what I told you to tell Debbie, Spencer? So, I like smart, successful people. This show, this educational series coming up next about 87 minutes is about being ambitiously lazy. Because a lot of people say they're lazy, and I already know they're lazy. But ambitiously lazy, that's when you work so hard that you don't have to do nothing. Let me tell y'all one motivation I had when I was y'all's age. Have you ever been in a rest home, the old people? Smell like smoke and old people, right? And they're ugly people. And I thought to myself, when I get old, I don't want to be in there with some of them people wiping my butt and giving me a shower and bath. I want somebody good looking young. You know what I'm saying? And I look at that food, I was like, I want to have me a chef. Like when I'm about to die, I'm like, give me another piece of ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be feeding me no damn oatmeal. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a terror in my mind. I still think about it today. You know, now my mama, she's 88, and I got the nicest facilities around here, calling her all the time because she's always like, I'm lonely. I said, well, then go over there to them old people. I ain't going there to people that die. I said, we got really nice ones you could go to, but I don't even want to go to a nice one, you know. But I want to have people around me take care. You know what I'm saying? Like just everything, trim my toenails, everything. You get old, you can't reach them. You know what I'm saying? So, So I think about that. I just don't want that. I don't want it for my parents, but especially me or my wife. You know what I mean? Like, you see how lazy that would be. And I've got pretty much like, I still do too much. I do too much. But I don't really do nothing. My wife tell you, he don't do nothing. He don't do nothing around the house. My staff will tell you. I'll be like, here's about what I do. I reach for my credit card. That's what I do more than anything. I'll be like, look, how about give me some gas? Hey, how about give me my medications? You know what I'm saying? That's my go-to move right there. Hey, how about this? I got 2. Yeah. Integrity Club, baby. Member ID 001 NAA. And then this is the gold card. I can't show you, it's an integrity card. Can't show you that one too much. But, all right. Y'all tracking with me. Ambitiously lazy. Who thinks they're that lazy that they'll do anything? See, that's the trick. Most people lazy and they won't do nothing. But I'm lazy and I want to be lazier. This is ringing bells with you. Are you Raphael?
Yeah.
I thought you might be. You look kind of like a Raphael. Jason? Ha! Nailed it. And Leslie. Hey, Noel. Y'all have created quite a life for yourself.
Yeah, we're fired up. We're working on more.
I know you are. You know why? Because you're never satisfied.
Yeah.
Some people get satisfied early in life. Like, tell us some of the fun stuff that y'all do. Y'all have a cleaner? Do you clean your own toilets? Travel? Just tell me some of the luxuries. I don't ask you to brag, but just some of the luxuries of the lifestyle.
Mike and I we like experiences and seeing and doing things, new things and different things. So, and we're both football fans, so NFL fans. So we've gone to the Super Bowl for the Patriots when Mike is a Patriots fan, and we had seats on the I think it was the 14 or 15 yard line, on the 50-yard line right there. And if we're gonna do it, we want to do it like that. So,
was it the 14-yard line or the 50-yard line?
It was the 50-yard line, on the 14th row back when we went or something.
Yeah, because you don't want the front row. You can't see over stuff. People don't know. So if you ain't experienced that, you got to be up at least 3 or 4 rows.
Yeah.
But and you also don't want to look in this the whole way. You get a cricket. But if you're on a 50, you do it like this right here.
You want to be where the action is, for sure. And then we also went to the Super Bowl when the Bengals went, which is my team. So we've been twice to the Super Bowl. How
about the bicycle things y'all do?
We do, yeah. We take our kids, and Mike's parents go, and a couple of Mike's aunts and uncles and his brother. And we do a bicycling trip throughout Europe. We've done Poland, we've done Germany, we've done the Netherlands. This coming year we're doing Sweden and Norway, and I'm just it's fun because we have it's like a private thing, right? We're not going to be in there with a bunch of people, okay? But we have a private van that takes our bags, and we bike to one location. We stop, get out, have coffee, do whatever, you know what I mean, and take pictures.
I know what you mean.
See the view. And
I know what you mean.
We're not spending
who do y'all pay for? I know you don't pay for your uncle. I don't know.
We don't pay for them. We don't pay for them. We pay for the flights and our hotels and stuff like that. But we don't pay for the aunts and uncles. And
who all do you pay for?
Mike and I just pay for us, and Mike's parents pay for our kids to go.
What?
We have 4 kids. Yeah, they take care of
it. And the parents do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. You lucky many ways.
We are lucky. Yeah.
Is that your parents or Mike's parents or both of them?
That's Mike's parents. Yeah. They wanted to do something special for their grandkids. Once they hit 12 years old, they started doing these trips where they would take the grandkids that were 12 years and older on a special trip. And then they invited us to start coming along. We weren't invited for a while. And now Mike and I enjoy that time with our family too.
Y'all still got that house on the golf course?
Still have the house on the golf course. Yeah, our starter home. We want a new one, but
Y'all think about a new home?
oh, we're thinking about new homes. We have written plans for either a lake house. I want a beach, but Mike's always his grandparents grew up on a lake, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, we're looking.
Are you going to leave the house? Are you going to get rid of the house and get a new one, or just add a house?
We're going to add a house. Yeah, it's in the works, in the game plan.
Ambitiously lazy.
This is the year of 10X, Andy. You mentioned this book the other day on the TWC. You were talking
a little closer so we see it.
You were talking to Jake and Veray the other day, or somebody on the TWC, and we're reading this book. It talks about these things that you're talking about in terms of ambitiously lazy, because it talks about focusing on the things that get you to the next level and not worrying about the 80% of things that you don't really need to be doing.
It's called the subtle art of not giving an F.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
See, some people give an F about all the wrong stuff. It's only the right stuff that you need to care about. So I paid $5,000 to listen to that guy talk, Dan Sullivan, explain 10X one day up in Toronto. And this is something else came out of that financial engine, which a lot of our agents say never seen this because their managers are lazy, absent-minded, don't care, or they're too lazy to do it. They ain't showed their people the financial engine strategy. You know it?
Yeah.
You've seen it, Noelle.
Oh, I've seen it.
And every single one of your agents has seen this, right?
Well, everybody makes mistakes. Well, we are working on it, and then we are working on that with people, and we've been doing that for a while now with several people. So, and we add more. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense to go through that. If you haven't, it's on the NAA, the Alliance University, under the resources page, and it's massive.
Sometimes I call myself the chief reminder officer, because it ain't like I ain't said it. Hey, lifestyle, that's a beautiful house y'all's got. In your backyard, you don't have to mow it. Somebody else does.
Somebody else mows our yard. We've never touched a lawnmower at that house, and we've been there, I forget how long now, 16 years maybe.
Yeah.
And none of our kids have mowed our grass either, so.
People used to ask me, you going to train your kids to fix a lawnmower?
No. No offense to the people that do. It's just that I don't want my kids to have to think about those things. I want them to think about what their dreams are and what their focus is.
I want to teach them what ROI is.
Exactly, right.
I'd let them know what ROI is and how it works, and how to work a lawnmower. Hey, seriously, had a good time, right, Noelle? We traveled the world.
Oh man, so many memories, so many places. It's I don't even know how many places the Alliance is.
Italy, Greece.
I mean, we've been to Italy, Greece, Italy multiple times, Greece, Switzerland,
Santorini.
Portugal. Yeah, Santorini, Cabo, Puerto Rico, Bermuda.
Crazy.
It's Costa Rica. I'd love to go back to Costa Rica. They have some cool zip lining stuff
Y'all
there.
crazy
I like
that.
that.
And the wind blowing down there the whole time. Makes your hair up the whole time. We do have a good time whenever we go to Costa Rica. Olga, I don't know all about y'all's lifestyle, but I know this. You remodeled every critical aspect of your house 3 times and got a new house 1 time. I only know this because I hear Jason whining about it. I'll be like, hey, man, that's a good program. So talk about Olga. First of all, my guess is neither one of you wasn't born into the deal where your husband's parents taking a whole family all around the world. So fortunate that she did that, right? But from here down, from the rest of your heritage, it's you, Olga, right? You can be that grandma or that ma.
That's right.
But talk about your lifestyle, Olga, what y'all got to do, travel, all those remodels you've done to your kitchen.
Hey, Andy, thank you so much for inviting me to this call. I'm super, super excited because when I think about you guys, being in this call is big, huge for me. You invited me, Noel, and Beth, and I was thinking when Noel was talking about that Mike is a fan of Patriots. I am a fan of Patriots too. Okay, I used to live in Rhode Island, so I am always fan of that team. So I was laughing and said, "Oh, I am a fan too." But it's an amazing way of the life that we live now. Just thinking about you talking about this, how many places we travel, the things that we do now that I never thought that a luggage handler working in American Airlines, throwing bags, and I had to ask for permission to go to the bathroom. Now I don't have to do that. To live the style that we live, to spend time with my daughter in Boston for a few days, and then we go to New York, and then I go and see Jason in Jacksonville that week for the end of the year. And people are asking, what the heck are you doing? Why are you traveling so much? So it's so awesome, the style that we live when you say to yourself, what is the life that you want for you and your kids and your grandkids? I have a grandbaby now, and the style that I have now, I can pay somebody to come to my house and stay with us for 2 months and be able to pay her to stay with Mateo until I work, because I still work. I on average about $14,000 a month, and that doesn't mean, because I was saying, oh my God, this year I feel like I didn't work that much because I spend time, I travel, I spend time with my family, and be able to say, I want this kitchen. I want a white kitchen. I know everybody loves white kitchens and all that, but to be able to go and pay, even that Jason said, you had just $50,000. And I said, well, and went like 120,000. So he wasn't too happy at all. Now we're doing the whole house, impact windows that I always want, with the front door the way how I want. I think about Diane Lampy, that she always want this kind of door in your house. I'm doing that now, and it's so awesome, the life that we live, because when I started, I struggled so much, and I never thought that I can do it. But when you focus, I can say that word now, when you focus and you really do what you want to do.
If you don't focus, you're going to focus.
Exactly. So it's awesome. Thank you so much, Andy, because, oh my God, I have so much gratitude, so grateful. I love the core values because so much gratitude with you guys, with the alliance, with this company that is amazing. The way that we travel to go out with Noel, with Beth, with all the family, seeing you traveling is so amazing. It's amazing. It's something that I never thought that I can do. So
Olga.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture that you can hold up when you had on like a yellow jumpsuit and knee pads?
Yeah.
Can y'all picture her? Can y'all picture her with a yellow jumpsuit with knee pads? How many years did you wear knee pads?
25 years.
Job? How many?
25 years.
You wore knee pads at work for 25 years and a jumpsuit. What was the color of your suit?
Huh?
What color?
Blue. Well, depends. We wear blue all the time. Blue in the vest, orange.
Yellow bright vest.
Yes.
So you don't get run over by a plane or one of those little carts running around out there.
And the most crazy thing, Andy, is The other day I was talking to Jeff and Jeff Bright, that he's awesome. He helped us so much. Going in the belly of airplane, putting 150 bags, coming, imagine in July, 120 degrees, in a belly of airplane, stacking bags. When you come out like somebody throw a bunch of water on your body, and red like a tomato, because of the, working so hard. And now doing this, I get scared when I think, I say, oh my God, what else I'm going to do? I have to do this. This has to happen, because what else I'm going to do? I don't want to come back to that job.
I like it when she says in the belly of the plane. Reminds me of Tattoo, Fantasy Island. The plane.
The plane.
She worked in the belly of a plane wearing knee pads for 25 years. Last year, 2024, they made like $475,000. About 90% of it, maybe more, is residual income. Just money coming in, whether she writes that 14 grand or not.
Right.
40 grand just spending money. True that?
Yeah, that's true.
You remodeling the whole house again?
No, not again. Just the windows.
Just the windows.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jason's happy that it's just the windows.
And by the way, Andy, when Noelle said that she went to the games to see the Patriots, I had the opportunity to see the Colombian game, the famous big game. I was calling friends. Can you go with me to Arizona to see this game? Oh no, we cannot do it because of the job, or they couldn't they don't have the money to pay. And I just took a flight and went and see the game and come back.
You didn't call me?
So we have that opportunity to live this kind of life. Is crazy.
I would have went with you. I like football.
Okay, great. Next time I call you.
I really like the part where they go, or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. Money, what you get is a combination of don't want and do want. Okay? I don't want to be in a rest home, people smoke a cigarette, you've been wiping me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't wants and do wants. It's a combination. For most people, it's more don't wants and do wants. For me, it was mostly don't want. I didn't even know what I could get. I didn't know it existed. I tell people, like, do you know this? I go, you can do that? Like, yeah. Like nothing. Crazy. Yeah. So, Beth, one of my favorite things, I'll let you tell, what's favorite about your lifestyle that Mr. Katz and you have created. But that house you live in is just so cool. And y'all, I remember when you bought it and all kinds of stuff we've been through.
Absolutely. It has been a crazy, we were living in Harnett County, rural North Carolina then. Wanted to come back to the coast, Wilmington, where our families, both of our parents were there, and they still are there. And we just started looking for houses, and it was a cool adventure to find the house. So first of all, I wrote down all the things I wanted the house to have. Just kind of as that wish list and dream building, and then started looking. And so Adam gave me a price range to start with, and I was like, okay, but I'm not really seeing what we want. So maybe we should wait a little bit longer to get the house. And he's like, no, I think this is time. So then he went to an event. I don't even know what it was, but he was hanging out with you and Mike and all the top leaders. Jason was probably there. I don't know if y'all actually started the alliance back then, but just hanging out, and Adam was talking. And so they started talking about the house and our budget. And Adam kept calling me that night. And every time he called me, he increased the price range I could look at. And I was like getting excited because, you know, I was like, oh, okay, there's more and there's more. And so then like I was working with this realtor and I had said, hey, here's the price range. And at that time it was like from $500,000 to $1 million that we can look at. And so here are the houses I want to see. And she responded back. She's like, people do not go looking for houses with that wide a price range, so I'm not going to help you. Needless to say, she did not get the commission when we bought our house. And but it was just fun because it was like, oh my God, it was watching that world open up, like getting closer and closer to the things we want. And our house has everything that I wrote down on that list and more. And it's been a phenomenal place to raise our kids and now have our grandson Michael come out and visit. So yeah, Adam wouldn't be opposed to something smaller, but I'm like, we're gonna have grandkids, so you know we need bigger because we need places for all the family to hang out. So I love it.
Y'all have earned every trip, 24 years of traveling all over the world, not to mention extra trips that we got invited on, y'all got invited on, we invited you on. It's just been ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
This is the want to, but I don't know what you don't want is, right? You don't want. So, if you're in a hole, if you find yourself in a hole financially, if you're in a situation you feel like you're in a hole, the first thing I need to tell you is quit digging. Because people say this, it can't get worse. I go, it can get worse. You in a hole, it can get deeper. Stop digging. Stop being stupid. Stop it. Or I'll bury you alive in a box. See how you like that? Okay, stop it. All right. So I'm going to tell you about this story on this farm. This is how I grew up raising goats and stuff right here. That's me right there. And when I had my goat cart, that was my first. I built that. All right. On this farm, there's this old well. And the farmers had put some plywood over it and it got rotten. And the donkeys out there, they play on everything like goats, jumping up on stuff. They got up on there, and the mule donkey just went right down to the bottom of that well. That donkey looking around, the one thing he didn't do is dig. So the farmers, they couldn't find the mule, and he was one of their favorite ones. They went to looking for him. And finally, one of them said, I think I smell him. He looked over there and he found him. There he was down there. So they dropped a rope down in there. One of them climbed down there and tied it onto him, pulled him back out, tried to pull the donkey out. But every time I get him, he'd get hung up. He wouldn't just stay straight and come out. He'd get hung up. They was like, I don't know. Got a crane. They tried all kinds of stuff. They couldn't get him out. And finally, one he said, you know what I'll do is just bury that bury that donkey. It ain't no good. They said, well, that's my favorite donkey. He said, we ought to bury him. So they started throwing sand on him. And every time they throw sand on that donkey, he'd shake it off. They throw some more sand on him, he'd shake it off. They throw some more sand on him, shake it off. Next thing you know, he just walked out. Most people, when they find themselves in a hole, they dig. And if something bad happens to them when they're down in the hole, they curl up like a baby. You got to shake it off. You got to step up. Shake it off and step up. I'm going to talk to y'all for the rest of your life about a formula of creating a multi-million-dollar residual income. Just money coming in. And so many people, they take my formulas, they take my recipes, and they add to it. You know, like when you see me put salt on something, I do it like I'm on a gassy. Bam! You got to put that salt on it. But you can't add spices that Agassi didn't say in his recipe. Or Gordon, or any of them famous chefs, when they do a recipe, you copy it precisely. You don't add to it, you don't take away. I got a formula for it. I wrote in this book, young men, 118 years old, you do everything in this book this year, I guarantee you $100,000, or I'll write you a check for the difference. And everything in this book, the simplest, person in the world could do this. Simple, 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 easy. But what's easy to do is easy not to do. Because there's only 15 minutes a day of reading. And you can easily just not read for 15 minutes and say things like, "It don't matter. I'll make up for it tomorrow." That's not the recipe. You ain't doing it. So the 15 minutes is one of the 8 things you got to do. And there's audio. You have 15 minutes audio. Going to the convention coming up. By the way, this is being posted in WhatsApp and other places right now. This is all the stuff that's going to be at our convention. All the speakers, who's talking, what to expect. Damon West, Coffey Anderson, Dr. Caracas Watkins. This thing's going to be insane. And I hear people say things like, "But this, but that." Remind me of my billy goats, butting everything. You try to tell them something, they butt something. They want to argue. Don't argue. If you're lazy and you want to do nothing, let me show you how to do it. But you got to do something to get to that point. There's some do's before you get to the don't have to do. Y'all tracking with me on this? Shake it off. I understand you got stuff coming at you. Shake it off and let's move on. I was talking to this girl, want to be a gold medalist swimmer. I said, "What you got to do that?" She'd get up 4 a.m. every day, not go out and party with my friends. A lot of sacrifice to be a gold medal female swimmer. She said, "Ain't that all that hard? It's all this stuff you got to do, but it's pretty easy. Anybody can do it." But most people don't because they don't want to do the sacrifices. They want it all. They want the laziness now. Like it's just going to come find them. And I says to her, "How do you make decisions like that?" And she said, "It's easy. The love of my family and the love of my country and the love of my God." I said, So love conquers all, huh? She's like, "Yeah, and I don't want to be a loser." And I don't want to be like the rest of the people. It's the don't do's and the won't do's. You with me? So there is sacrifices, but they ain't that hard. That person you hanging around that's an idiot, they're an idiot. I don't know how to handle that. I'll tell you how to handle it. When's the next time you're going out with them? You tell me, and I'll schedule something else during that time. And then you can call them up and say, "Hey, I know I told you to be there, but I got something else on my calendar, and I can't be there." And then if they start selling you on it, you just got to learn how to make excuses. Oh, that's right. You're already one of the best excuse makers in the world. But you're making excuses on things you ought to be doing, and you're not making excuses not to do the things you shouldn't be doing. You should be making excuses not to do the things you shouldn't have been doing, not making excuses not to do the things you're supposed to be doing. Hellfire. You're already a good excuse maker. You just got to apply it to the right dookie. Does that make sense? It's not complicated. And it's a day-to-day everything. Most people want to be rich and financially free, but then it comes to the things they got to do, reality sets in. And all they want is to have a job and make the most money they can on their job, or the most money they can selling, so they can give their money to the broker. You know what the broker's going to do? He's going to make you broker. That's why they call him a broker. Just give him. I'm going to give him to my investment guy. Mathematical wizards. See, I went to the textile school. I'm an engineer. I went to NC State, and they hammered us on math. So I've tried to make most of my life mathematical. So like, Like you work in your job and you know your bills are $100,000, so you make $200,000, so you have some extra money, and then Uncle Sam, the government takes half of it. You ain't got but 100. You go, all right. Next year you make $300,000, so then you get to keep 150, but you only need but 100, so you got 50 and put it in the bank. Did you track me on them? I mean, a lot of people can't follow the math that quick, and I'm just making this up. It's not a history lesson. I'm telling you facts. You understand what I'm saying? So you make 300, government gets 150, you only needed 100, leaves you 50, so you put it in a savings account. Well, first of all, you have to work your ass off to make that kind of money, but it's not residual income. Whereas if you hire people and build a team like these three have, they make multiple six figures in overrides. But Andy, you don't want me to sell. I want you to sell it. Olga still $14,000 a month. I wish Beth wrote $14,000 a month. I wish Noel write $14,000. That'd be another $28,000 coming into the house. But they don't have to no more. But they pop out some business. Adam does some seminars. If you don't watch Mike's, her husband, he'll write a $20,000 IUL. Olga's been thinking about doing those seminars. She just got licensed to sell the trust, didn't you, Olga? I saw it pop through. I said, Olga.
Yeah. Olga, what?
Want some of that easy money.
Oh. Well, I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to do it.
You going to do a seminar?
Yeah.
There's a lot of work involved in that.
Yeah.
All right. It's so crazy how much of it is WANTTO, want to. And I can't put in you what God left out of you. So if there ain't no ambition in you, and there ain't no God didn't put ambition in you, want to in you, I can't put it in you. But if it's down in there deep, I'm trying to draw it out. I ain't accusing you of being hollow and empty and sorry and no good for nothing. But if there's something in there, I'm trying to get it out. I say, come on, let's go. Now, if I can find people that it's just there, they're just ambitious, then I can easily teach them how to do it. Okay? What do you think, Debbie? Debbie, come over here. I'll get you wound up. Yeah, really. Y'all keep taking away my seats. Where's my seat? Is it back there? See if it's on. Can y'all hear this? Talking there.
Can you hear me?
It looks like, yeah, it's on. There you go.
Okay.
Slide on over here where they can see. I want you to light them up, baby. I want you to tell them the truth.
Okay, what do you want me to tell them?
How to recruit. How to find somebody like Raphael.
Well, I met Jason at Applebee's the other night.
And how to sell t-shirts. You sell more t-shirts than anybody I got.
Hey, you gotta look good when you're at the convention in your t-shirt. Make sure you see me. I've got them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the
Talking
point
about communication and talking.
really what it is.
And not being the chicken.
Is everybody you meet is a potential client, as a potential agent, okay? You don't know, I didn't know what was going on in Jason's life when I met him Friday night. But I knew this guy had a great personality. He was super friendly. He could communicate with us. And so then I start talking. Hey, what you doing? Are you in school? How old are you? Yeah, he probably thought I was getting ready to try to hook up with me. You know, only 19.
He was hopeful.
Only 19 and I'm 55, right?
I'm getting ready to broke an age where I ain't broke before.
He had what we were looking for. He was my eight. And the smile, the look, the everything. We got to talking. He told me Raphael just got his license and he was thinking about entering in the insurance business. And so I said, I need you to come to the office.
And you hadn't opened your mouth. He'd have went on about his business.
Right, and we made him stay late because the weather was bad and they were closing early at 8 o'clock. And so he had to stay. We were the last people in Applebee's, too.
Dancing like a Applebee's on a date night.
Messed up one of our orders, so we even got a discount. And he still came. We tipped good, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Jason, we tipped good. So, and it's just meeting the people that you're around. I mean, you don't know. There again, like they say, everybody's got a story. I may not know your story. You may be going through something. You may not be. But if you don't ask, you don't know. If I hadn't took that extra 5 minutes to act like I was flirting with this guy and find out a little bit more about him.
She wasn't acting.
I was flirting, just so you know. You know, but I would have never
Leave it hanging.
here, you know, and you just don't know. It's everybody you meet is a potential agent. It's, you know, I had a girl call me. Can I say this one?
I don't know.
Okay. She was from another insurance company.
Did they suck?
No, she didn't suck. I just recruited her.
The company that she was
The
with.
company she was sucked. Yeah.
Don't say the name of it, but I know who you're talking about. They suck.
For that company, about every 2 or 3 months, an agent will call me and try to sell me insurance. And when they do, I always say, that's very nice of you. I'm a North Carolina licensed agent in about 16 states, and I'm a recruiter, and I am always looking for new agents. I know you can't really talk. You're on a recorded line. This is my personal number. When we hang up, if you're interested, text me your email. She did.
Yes, you did.
We talked.
Yeah, you did.
I had her on the train class.
I know it. I know.
You just don't never know. And I mean, to me, that starts a conversation up with somebody. Like with Jason, you know, I knew he was ready to get out of there, but I was trying to be super nice because we were late getting in there and just trying to make it a little bit easier for him for staying later. But then he's got a great opportunity here that he's not going to pass up. He came yesterday and he's back today. You know, Jason is ready to get his license and get going.
That's right.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, yeah.
Your mama crazy as my mama.
My mama was very crazy. My daddy was crazier than my mama, though.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I think I get that from the Walker gene. My daddy's.
I don't know how we got to get through to these people. I know you're trying. All right, listen to me. Your attitude will determine your altitude. So if you got a pathetic attitude, you're going to have a pathetic altitude. And you get low enough, you're going to crash into a little hill or a mountain or one of them telephone towers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need Eeyore. I don't need you whining, bitch, and complaining. You're in America, greatest country in the world. Get ready to get better on Monday. You with me? If you're a donkey down in a hole, in a well, and you curl up like a baby in a fetal position, you're getting ready to die. You got to shake it off. You got to have a great attitude. How do you get a great attitude? Get it. Hang around me.
You can hang around me.
Hang around her. Right?
Yeah, I'm lots of fun.
I know, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking to them about the enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah. You
And
have to
excitement.
come in and
Do you know what
be
enthusiasm means?
No, I don't think I really do. You got to come in excited about anything. I mean, whether it's this opportunity or it's something else. If any of you talk to me about my grandbaby, the enthusiastic I had when she was born last week, you could feel it. You could tell it. And I do that within anything I do, because if I make it exciting for him, he's going to want to see what I've got going on. So that's what got him to the door. Then when he got the tour, I had him hooked. You know, that was just it right there.
Tell him the probably the biggest thing that got him. When I say big, well, I know, but I'm going to say big, I'm talking 13 foot.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't seen the plane yet, but I did tell him about it.
Can you read that? Your glasses work on that? Read that to him. The mic's got to stay up.
The word of enthusiasm comes from the Greek word enthusiasmus, which desires, you give me words I can't even read, meaning possessed by God or inspired. The root en means in, and theos mean God. So enthusiasm literally translate in having the God within.
That's what it means. That's where it comes from. God inside of you being exposed is enthusiasm. I don't believe in God. Well, God bless you. I guess He can't bless you. You better pick another religion then if you ain't got the God religion, because that's where the enthusiasm come from. You know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all already knew that? Raise your hand. Enthusiasm. You didn't know that? You didn't know that, Spencer? I have let you down, son. I'm trying to communicate.
Step up.
Don't start with me. The word enthusiasm comes from the Greek word enthusiasmos, which is derived from ethnos, meaning possessed by a god, little g, or inspired by. The N means I-N, and theos means God. So theos literally translates having a God within. The ancient Greek term was often used to describe the state of a divine inspiration and possession, particular in the context of religious rituals or creative expression. Over time, the word evolved to its modern meaning, referring to intense excitement, passion, eagerness for something.
That's all me.
I know, right?
I know, right?
That is all me too. That's me too.
Absolutely, yes it is.
All right. So the way this works is you find people that believe and want freedom. Okay? Yes, we can show them how to sell and make six figures, and we can even guarantee it if they do these 8 steps. Okay? Find people like that, but other people, like-minded people, that have the energy and enthusiasm and desire for freedom. People, they excited about it until they realize they have to let go of something stupid, and they want to keep the stupid, and they can't let go of the stupid. You understand? Stupid, dumb. They just got to hold on to that. You got to let it go. Sometimes it's relatives, neighbors, best friends from high school. Ridgemont High.
I'm Western Alamance.
That's some kind of movie.
Oh, okay.
Wild Times, Ridgemont and Harrison.
We're both there.
Okay. All right. Y'all understand this? So your altitude will determine by your attitude. So that's the first thing. The size of your network will determine your net worth. Big ass network. Big ass net worth. Little, like you know people that ain't never been out of this county, and you know how much they're worth. I don't know. Look at their car. You see them shoes? You see that belt? Nuh-uh. Low net worth. Well, money ain't everything. No shit, Sherlock. I know that. But you can't get a good dry-aged ribeye for free. And I know a ribeye ain't everything, vegetarian. You understand? Like, I'm not kidding. So, listen to this. This guy the other day, complaining. She got Tourette's, don't worry about it. Complaining about, not her, it doesn't matter her back. Or it's the hiccups. All right. complaining about $10 people that respond to leads, $15 responses. Okay? This is running advertisements, people responses. But yet, they meet you in a restaurant and they don't talk to you. 27-year-old couple sitting there having a good time, and I can't think of what to say. How about I punch you in the face and see if you know what to say next? But we have to tell you, hey, make sure you wipe when you use the bathroom. God almighty. This is not rocket science stuff.
It's not. It's not.
Tell them.
It's not.
Work with them.
Just be you. Just bring up.
Well, for some people, they better change.
Okay, just be me. Bring up the conversation. Make that talk. Initiate it. I mean, I don't ever go nowhere that I don't meet a stranger. I mean, I'm standing in line at the DMV and we wrapped around the building. And by the time we get up there, me and the girl behind me are ready to go have coffee together. So there's not anybody that I meet I don't talk to.
Hey, people says, that's not my personality. Change personality. You can't change it. I got a book for you. Yeah, do you like money or are you scared of work? Change the personality. Yeah. I got this book for you. It's called Personality. Yeah, fuck it.
Do you make it?
Get an avatar. This is me right here. Have an avatar. You know what an avatar is? That's where your personality is in this person. And you just go like, hey there, nice t-shirt. Nice hairdo. Ooh, I like your lips, are pretty. And that way, if they slap you, you'd be like, ha, it didn't hurt me. That's my avatar. Or if they go, hey, you trying to hit on me? I already got a boyfriend. You'd be like, ha, I didn't even like you. I was just faking like I did. Ha. God. Don't nobody want to be around a boring Eeyore. Let's go.
Absolutely. There is no reason why.
You see this right here? Look this. Do you think I acted like we're talking when I was right there? No.
No.
But I needed to win. Because somebody taught me like I'm teaching you. And I went, I can do that. It's not going to be natural. It's not come natural to me, but I'm going to do that. And I started practicing. I listened to audios and I would copy what they say. I turn on TD Jakes. I'm going to tell you what, in this book right here, it take you through your entire life. That's TD. Y'all know who that is? You know, Creflo Dollar. Somebody get them a pen. Creflo Dollar. I got another one, Pastor Mike. I found him. I like him. He's funny. So your network, how big is your network? So what happens is, we get you started, we got to get into your network. So I ain't got a network. We're going to help you build a network. But you got uncles and aunts and people you went to high school. Where'd you go to high school? Graham. So all them people went to Graham, we know. Now, here's what people say. They say stupid stuff like this. Well, you just don't know what I've done in my life. And I say things like, I didn't know you was a genius. You knew that I didn't know. That's impressive. Let's got some more.
Yeah.
He just stated the obvious. I don't know what happened in his life. And I don't care. Well, you don't understand. I've tried to get in a bunch of different things, and it didn't work out. So all my friends, when I tell them, they just say it's going to be like them other things you was in. Jeez Louise, I'm going to tell you. Or, I don't have that kind of personality or reputation. They see my family and the fact that I do not have any money. And if I tell them that I am going to show them how to make the money, I feel like they will not believe me. And I go, hey, dumbass, no shit. Get them to talk to Debbie, and she'll tell them. Well, how do I do that? one leg at a time, I guess. I don't know. Like, just say something. Mess it up. Olga, could you imagine if your whole team acted like this? How big would your network of people do of selling mortgage protection, final accepts, IOULs, Medicare, Med Advantage, annuities, estate planning? How massive would it be to just get one person and then another person, another person? You know the biggest killer of us? We get people making $200 or $300 on their job, which is sales. Then they become stupid when it comes to freedom and having money because they ain't ever made that kind of money. They just become stupid. Like really they do. It's like the money hurt them, don't it, Olga?
Yep. I think, including me, we are selfish because we had the obligation to tell everybody about this amazing opportunity.
Did you say the American opportunity?
I'm so grateful and so much gratitude, and that we have, like me, with this opportunity, I have the obligation to tell everybody about this opportunity.
Olga, you know what somebody told me? He said, y'all need to recruiting the white people and the black people from America. What y'all need to do is get the people that from other countries, from the Ukraine, from Colombia, Dominican Republic, because they come over here, even if they were born here, they see their parents and grandparents and they're more grateful and they try to get more. And I said, I still got faith in my peoples. But it does make you think sometimes when you look around at people from other countries or from this country, but their uncle or aunt or mama is struggling and they don't have the freedom and opportunity we got.
We had the best opportunity in the United States of America. I'm so grateful because the people from the United States, the American people, doesn't know how we suffer in our countries. That's why when I see here in the United States how much opportunities, how much we can change our lives, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's just have, like you said, an attitude, be humble, and like the step 6, be teachable, and number 2, work. And eventually you're going to be successful if you really want it.
So let me give y'all some tips when you meet people. If they got an accent like this, they ain't from here.
Do I have an accent?
You ain't got no accent. I'm not talking about you, Olga. I'm talking about somebody else. And if they got a name like Levantovich, they might have been born in America, and their granddaddy might be from America, but their great-great-great-great-granddaddy ain't from here. You with me? So it is funny how young people, I say, where do you think cats is, what do you know about cats? I don't know nothing. The name's Cats. Don't you know nothing about them? Nothing. How do you not know? Do you know anything like cats come from? K-A-T-Z. How about Levantovich? I'm going to learn you stuff like this, son. Child, young man, whatever. Isn't that crazy? Like, this stuff is simple stuff. Simple stuff. Tell them who your husband's great uncle is, Beth. Who you descendant from?
From Abraham. All the way back from Abraham.
Their lineage back to Abraham. You know who that is? You know what God told him? You're going to have great chance. Your ancestry is going to be like the stars. That's how many you're going to got. And her husband's just one of them. How'd I know that? I talk to a lot of people. I ask a lot of questions. I got a big network. My son said something to me. He said, a lot of people study geography of other countries, but that's not the same as being there. Right. Because he's been. And then I heard this, that travel just changes your life. You want to travel and go all over the world? Build a network. What advice, Beth, you don't see them, but I got 2 18, 19-year-old that she met coming here fired up out of mind. Give them some advice about building a business with us, Beth. We've been doing this together for 30, 32 or 33 years.
Absolutely. I mean, the best piece of advice, the best thing that Adam and I did was lock arms with someone who was in life where we wanted to be. And so every time we got around you and Jane, we saw hope, we saw inspiration, we saw a married couple that still liked each other. Adam and I were brand new newlyweds when we met Andy and Jane. And Andy and Jane are 5 years ahead of us in life and marriage, and so we saw somebody that was where we wanted to be, and we were just crazy enough, wanted it enough, silly enough to say, hey, we're going to follow, and we never followed perfectly, but we're going to follow them and lock arms with them and do life together. So that ability to get around people who really make you uncomfortable, people who don't think like you do, that they look at a situation and they'll be like you, like, oh, this is how I'm going to solve this problem. And they're like, well, have you considered this? And they can give you a broader perspective of what to look at and how to analyze it and change your thought process. And as you change how you're thinking, you're going to ultimately change out what you're doing, and that will help you make forward progress. But if you don't ever change the thinking, and we change thinking by getting into the books, we've mentioned incredible books on the call today, and then getting around the people, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, definitely changing the mindset of what money is and how you use money and how you have the job mentality, the Millionaire Maker Manual. I love it, flashing all the books. And we've talked about the 8 steps, but Andy was teaching Adam and me the 8 steps when we were still teaching school. And we were better school teachers because we put those 8 steps into place. We were better as parents because of those 8 steps. So whatever you're doing, you'll be better if you get the education that the Alliance has to offer. But I'd say, as you're being better wherever you are currently, if you want to go someplace else, the Alliance is the best place to take you there, because we have a vehicle that makes money. We have people who have shown that this system works. Now it's just wash, rinse, repeat. Go out and there, do it. And then, talking about making those choices, you either get to play now and pay later, or you can pay now by doing the things that are hard and uncomfortable and getting outside of your comfort zone and developing that avatar and that other personality of who you want to be. Pay that price now so that you will get to play like Noelle and Ogo have been talking about playing. We've had the ability to send our children. They've all 3 have gone to different foreign countries without us, so they could have that experience. And our son Andrew is in LA right now, and that's the long way from North Carolina. And one of the things that I think gave him part of that courage to go there and figure out busing system and transportation, because he didn't have a car out there right now, and all this, was that he'd spent a summer in Prague, and he learned a bus system in a foreign country. And when he came back, he's like, I figured out Prague, I can figure out anything else. So when you get around people who will stretch you and put you in situations where you get to expand your vision, it will change your life.
No cap. What she said. Now, here's what people say. When y'all going to get around to teaching us exactly how you do it? I am serious as a heart attack. This is how you do it. You change your attitude and you meet other people. And you ask them if they want freedom. Ask them, you want to figure out the thing you in with the people you in with. And people say, that's it. Yeah, you understand. Jehovah's Witnesses are recruiting. Amway is recruiting. Mary Kay is recruiting. Every once in a while, Methodist will do a little recruiting. And let me tell you something. Them non-denominational churches, they recruiting. Well, how do they recruit? They ask you to join. Hey, have I talked to you about the freedom of Jesus? Hey, have you thought about the vitamins you've been taking and the nutrition? Hey, we got good music ministry. You should come hear our music. Hey.
Got a good opportunity. You're interested in listening?
Well, I thought we was in insurance. Yeah.
We're in financial services.
Yeah. Financial services. Does that sound better than insurance?
Absolutely, because we do more than just insurance.
We're not in vitamins, we're in nutritional supplements. I say I'm in something and we're going to win. You want to play with us? That's what I say. I got a guy right now. I'll give a picture. I was getting me some, I walked by there. Jane wasn't going to be home for a couple of days. I get to cook what I want to cook. I was walking in the grocery store. I saw these steaks in there. Been there like 23 days. I went and said, hey, look here. Do I got to buy that whole thing? I just cut them off. He said, I cut them off. I said, well, 1.5 inches. I didn't even ask him what it cost. 1.5 inches. I said, I'll be back in a little bit. I come back by there. He had them wrapped. I said, bro, you wrapped them things so good. I'm going to ask you something. You ever thought about making a lot of money? He said, yeah. I said, where'd you go to school? He said, Cummins. I said, oh, that's okay. We'll overlook that. Dial your number. And I did my phone like this. I said, I'll tell you about it. Like that. I said, dial your number. And he did. And I said, now you text me. And this is my phone. You text me and remind me because I'll forget about you. And he texted me and reminded me. But I forgot about him again. I remember it was like Raleigh or Vare or something like that. I'm going to find it. And I'm going to let you call him and say, look here. Albright met you in the meat cutting section.
Said you did great with cutting them steaks. So you sound like a guy I need to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to find that guy's name. But see, can you imagine people talking to the dumbest people and think they're going to be the richest people when they ain't talking to the smartest people? You should be talking to the smartest people you know and the most ambitious people you know, not the dumbest people, not homeless people. You with me? So then when you run advertisements, you start asking them questions, and when you find the smartest person, you slow down and talk to them more. I might find this guy's name. I think it starts with a V-A. All right. Noel, you and your husband Mike have created a massive money-making machine, like the Millionaire Maker Manual. Okay? And you guys, hey, you remember, tell me that picture you took, that sexy picture you talk about, took of Mike one time. Can you describe it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. It was sexy. Yeah.
Describe it to him. Tell him how it looked.
I came home one day and Mike was on the bed, you know, in our bedroom, and he had all these manuals laying around and telling me all about what was up and what we needed to do to grow our business and learning and stuff like that. It was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen because he was talking about how we were going to get rich in this business. And I was fired up out of my mind, baby. I'm
with
like,
product manuals. With product manuals. Index Universal Life, Return of Premium. She got some pictures from all angles. He was all curled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Mike didn't talk about selling insurance for the next 6 months. All he talked about recruiting, building a network. You know why? Because we showed that sexy picture. We need to sell. We need to learn how to sell. Like, matter of fact, Thursday, starting at noon, before the convention, we're going to do estate planning seminars. Focus on estate planning. We had a limit. We said, we're not going to take more than 200 people. Well, 200 people signed up. We said, all right, we'll take 50 more. I got 250. And now they've had to get a bigger room in the estate planning. That's going to be all Thursday. Now at 5:30, we're going to have a party up at the biggest, most beautiful, crazy shaped building in Dallas, Texas. Must be inspirational building because it's like this. Up in the top of it, they got a private club. It's called
Class, right?
It's called the Integrity Marketing. Check it out. Integrity Marketing Club. We're gonna go up there at 5:30, and I got the list of people that are gonna go. All right. Look at here. Jared and Rachel Duchette, number 1. 47. Woo! Mike and Noel Leventovich, Alex and Jenny Avian, James and Pamela Lara, John Beverly, Diane Lampany, Jacob Beret, Sebastian LaQuinta, Josh and Alexis, who just had her birthday, Parker, Chris Paycheck, and my man Bruce Click. So that's just 11 of them. There's going to be 100 of us up there. So a lot of them got spouses. Okay? Okay. They got spouses. So there's 50 people on here. Here's the problem. The contest is not over. Here's the other problem. I've not been promoting this because I forgot about it. Because I already won the right to go up there. So Leventovich, you told me that y'all didn't forget about this. Y'all been selling this like crazy.
We've been selling it like crazy.
$100,000 on this party. And if we spend $100,000 on a party and you don't tell people about the party, I might as well just throw the money out in the yard. But I'm spending the money. You ain't got to spend nothing. You just got to sell them on recruiting enough people to get up there. I spend $100,000 and you don't tell people about it and try to get them recruiting. You see the disaster? So Noel, y'all didn't forget about it. Y'all been promoting it. So tell them what happened in December.
Oh, and gosh.
You got your stats in front of you?
Let me see if I got my stats here. Well, I'll tell you so far in January, and then I'll finish with December. But with 13 days left in January for reporting, we're already at 604,000 issue paid premium within our hierarchy. We broke our annuity record in December. We had 2.58 million issued. Our goal is to get that to 10 this year, a month. This will be the first month over a million issue paid for our organization. In December, we had a record recruiting month with 100 contracted agents. That doesn't include people in class. That's contracted. And we're already on pace in January to break that. And we didn't forget about this the promotion. I mean, it's like, it blows my mind because I'm like, hey, legit, this club, I've been up there. I've been fortunate to be up there one time, and it is legit. Like, you have to have an invite to get up there or be a partner to get up there with Integrity. And they have these ice cubes, Andy. They've got the Integrity Eye it's a square ice cube. In the ice cube, the Integrity Eye that they have to bring in to, they're specially made. It's amazing. And then they also have the telescope that you can look down and see where JFK was shot in the grassy knoll area and all that. It's just like, and then their wine, they have that wall of wine rack that they have, and it's just an incredible, legit place. It's like exclusive. If you like that, I like that stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, let's get to it. So we've been promoting that since you told us about the contest. We have 4 people that have already earned it, including us, and that top 10 or 12 that you just mentioned. And then we also have people that are within that hierarchy contest that you have. We have a lot of our agents already are qualified through that hierarchy contest. And then that protege contest, we have a couple people in that too. So yeah, I was like telling people yesterday, don't let up. You still got time, man.
So I gave y'all, I said, y'all are automatically in there because y'all are massive. But I said, I'm also going to give you one ticket that your number one recruiter in your whole hierarchy gets to go with you. And the way I understand, this contest is ongoing, right? So Sarah Seifert hasn't locked it in. But right now, your number one recruiter in all of your country, your whole business, is Sarah Seifert.
Outside of the ones that already earned it with the enlisted.
Outside of the ones that have already earned it.
Yeah.
See how it works? They've had some people already earn it, and now she's number one.
Don't let up, Sarah. Don't let up. Nobody
Currently,
let up.
with Alex Sabian, it's Joseph Jameson.
Yeah, he's part of our team, too.
And part of the Riddle one is Jason and Olga. And the number one in Brandon Manley's group is Brandon Manley. I would challenge Brandon Manley's group and I go, seriously? You going to let him be the number one in his whole hierarchy? Seriously? And outside of the big five, outside of the big five, biggest five inspirational groups I've got, outside of that, the number one recruiter in the country is Stephen Davies. He's actually the number 6 biggest hierarchy, but he's the number one recruiter outside of everybody. How about that? We did it for rookies. We did it for people that it was a lot of different ways. This 50 people. I'm gonna leave it out. Oh, I got 2 staff winning it currently. You want to see who you're getting whooped by? Who are they? Logan and Nicole. Logan and Nicole, come up here. I think you be in here too, Matthew. You should take your test on Thursday. He's number 3. Lean down here when we see you, Logan. Just tell him who your name, where you're from, what kind of work you've been doing. Squat down where they can see you. No, you stay right there. Don't worry about him. He's got a young back.
Hi, everyone. Logan Vinerhead, APTF recruiter here. New Yorker originally, made my way down to North Carolina last February, coming up on a year. Just been killing it with these guys. Love the culture, love the system, and rocking and rolling.
Good job. Logan.
I'll make sure they do that.
You sit back down, Logan. So, Logan, you sit down.
Hey all, I'm Nicole. I work with the ABTF team here as well. Y'all have probably seen me before. Hope you remember me. If you don't, that's who I am. It's been a great time here with the team here at corporate office. I know we are all pumped up to see you all down there in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be a great time. The only thing I can say is keep working hard, keep making stuff happen. 2025 is going to be our year, baby.
Good job. Hey, I know some of y'all don't drink, and I admire that about you. I don't understand it, but I admire it. They got this thing called clarified margaritas up there. You might start drinking again. I don't want to be the one that calls you that life-threatening disease. My doctor, she hates that stuff. But she ain't never had one of them clarified margaritas. Someday what doesn't say my name. Read that to him. I found it. You know how I found it? Because I met him at the Teeter. So I remembered that. I was like, how am I going to find this? His last name is Tervale. Or maybe that's his first name. T-E-R'-Vale.
Yeah.
But I remember Teeter. So I searched Teeter, and it came up.
He said, hey, this is Travail from Harris Teeter. Just making sure you ain't forgot about me. My man Travail, I haven't forgot about you. Text me, which is simple and easy and impressive, for sure. Let me know when we can get together and chat about that sales thing. Yep, sales thing we was chatting about.
I forgot about it. I meet so many of them, I forget about them. And what am I going to say? And what if he don't get in? What if I don't remember who he is? But talking to y'all made me think about it. I'm going to let you call him. I'm going to send it over there. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to send this to the best. Share to contact. Debbie Woody. D-E-B-B-I-E. Witty. And then T-E-R. There we go. I'm going to send the best one I got to talk to you and connect you with the money-making machine, brother. ... Keep cutting them steaks until we get this thing rocking. All right, now what we got to hit him with, we got, so y'all see what, y'all know what to say now. How come you ain't going to talk to him? Because Debbie's going to talk to him. That's why. Turn around here, Debbie. We're going to send him this. So we'll send him that right there. That way he'll be more fired up. I've been doing this for 33 years, just meeting people, and I've been, it's a crazy network. Crazy network. This guy, if anybody wants this, I got it written out. It's called Textable Network. So your power and your wealth is directly related to your textable network. You hear what I'm saying? So like if I say, hey, and you go like, I think I can do that. If I ask you a question, you say, who do you text? My uncle might know. Like if I say, hey, how to fix a car or something like that, my uncle, you know what I'm saying? But if I said something else, you'd be like, I have no idea. Textable network. So he's talking about, he's playing golf. It's a long text. I'm just going to tell you the highlights. So he wanted to test it out. He's playing with these billionaires, playing golf. And this guy, fat dude, drunk as everything, falling out of the cart. But he's a stupid billionaire, right? So he's going to test it. He said, hey, let me ask you something. If I ask you how to get a leopard here at the golf course tomorrow, what would you do? He said, hold on a second, work with me. Somebody's going to have to help me with this. Who's those guys that trains the tigers and they got bit by one? Summit and something and something.
Something and Roy.
Sigmund Freud. He said, I got these friends, Sigmund and Freud. They got a bunch of them tigers and shit. I bet they could get one. And I got another friend that's got a big carbo jet. Huh? Siegfried and Roy. He drunk. And the tiger that bit him was Montecore. So he's drunk billionaire, can't see. And a man asked him how to get a leopard here tomorrow. He said, I'd text my friend Sigmund and his buddy Roy. They got some tigers and sheep. And then he goes, what the do you need a tiger for? You understand what I'm saying? Your textable network. So if you ask me something, if I don't know how to answer, I bet you I can text it. And what the funny thing to me is, he told him how he would do it before he even asked him what it was for. That's power, baby. Or you could sell them $1 million annuity and have $50,000. I'm not against 50 grand. We're going to sell about 300 million. Maybe we might go 500 million this year in annuities. I'm not kidding you. I'm excited about it. It's because of the size of the network. Facts? Olga?
Yes, sir.
Are you rejuvenated? Are you more fired up? Are you going to do some of this?
Oh my God, I'm fired up. I'm super excited. Yeah, going to do something new and I'm ready. I'm ready.
Takes energy to get wealthy, don't it?
Yep. Oh,
and
yeah.
Excitement.
Yeah. And people think because you older, no, that is for the young people. No, we older people too, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it, and we have a good attitude and be teachable and be humble and follow the system and the 4 basics for sure.
Olga, give me a couple of couples that you feel like I should be talking to at the convention because they really could be a breakout year. Who do you think? Couple of couples. Noel, Beth, be thinking of some. Couple people that people should meet and get to know because they got the spirit that I'm talking about. Who would that be?
I'm thinking.
I got 3 in your group that I'm thinking about. Well, who would the 3 you thinking about?
So you, Jerry and Rachel is what you. Jerry and Rachel.
Careful which one you take down next.
Yeah. I'm thinking Erica, Olivia too.
Okay.
Okay. Marnie, Sabrina. Okay. And I have Janet, that is a new agent. She's going to be there.
So I was thinking about Jared and Rachel and Marnie, and I was talking about Terry and Tia Edwards. And then she mentioned Janet, and who else was the other one that I didn't think about? Olivia.
Erica and Olivia.
Olivia and Erica. So that's 5. Who you thinking about, Noah? Give me a second. Let me think about yours. All right. Who you thinking? Who's the top 3 or 4? Rattle them off, Noel.
Top 3 are Joseph and Venus Dukes.
Yep.
Jake and Beret Joseph.
Yep.
Sarah and Pablo Seifert.
All right.
We've got Chris and Haley Paycheck.
Yeah.
Met them yet, but they're on the list
Yeah.
for integrity. Ben and Jess Hogan are coming on. And there's a guy under Chris Manifold. His name's Andrew Bayardo. We definitely need to get with them, with you.
Anybody named Bayardo, we ought to work with them.
That's off the top of my head right now.
Beth, who you thinking?
So going down through Jeremiah Adaki, so Jeremiah and his wife Alicia will be there. And then we've got Bridget Emanim and her husband Odie, and Ann Tendung. And then her son is Haji and his wife Brenda that you hung out with at the game. So they are all fired up, ready to build have built massively, the fastest EVP and fastest junior board member in the alliance, but they're only just starting.
Linda and Keith Goebel.
Dan and Deanna Mirdo.
Just
Matt Hughes, exactly. Matt is focused on recruiting. He is serving his team, doing the training, setting them the example. We're excited with Matt's study.
Emily and Harry.
Oh my goodness, yes. Can't brag too much.
That's her daughter.
My baby girl. Yeah.
Is Sarah gonna be there? Or she with the military?
Sarah will be there, yes.
I got to sneak one more in here, Andy, just real quick. James and Pam Alara are killing it right now.
Fired up out of
breakout
his mind.
Yeah.
I have one more too, Andy. I'm sorry. I know Terry and Tia, of course, but La Quinta and Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Coming in from Oklahoma.
Yep.
Hey, guys, listen. It's last minute notice. We have a big national convention next weekend. I would beg, borrow, steal. I'd figure it out. But I'd be there. And the people that want to be there, they gonna be there. And the people who don't want to, they ain't gonna be there. I'm just trying to help them with the want to by telling them what they don't want. You don't want to stay broke. You don't want to grow up like your uncle. You know? Like, it's what you want, what you don't want. Combination will get you to Dallas, Texas. Tickets are still available. Hotel rooms are still available. Airline flights are still available. And
That's right. That's right.
That's right. All right. I serious to goodness Hope it's helped y'all make a difference. I'm trying to tell you everything. I can't tell you in an hour and a half, but I've got books. I got 8 steps. And this book, although it's a lot of stuff in here outdated. I had a guy text me something. Cheryl Taylor text me something, asked me some question about something in here. I wrote this book 10 years ago. So it needs to get updated. But it's still millions and millions of dollars worth of advice. And I got people out there, they're building this business, and seriously, Raphael, it's like they're just beating their head against the wall when all they got to do is read the dadgum instructions.
That's the freedom book right there, Andy.
This is a freedom book. Read the book and do what the book says. If you ain't doing what the book says, you're just banging your head against the wall to build this formula for this recipe. I need to get crazier with your group.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
I am.
You notice the country music says, hide you crazy and act like a lady.
Yeah.
That's not me. I didn't write that song. I'm saying, get crazier.
Leo, absolutely. AMG, watch out. I'm coming for you. I am definitely coming for you.
Love y'all. Thank you for helping out. Appreciate y'all. See you next week.
Love you and see you next week. Bye.